We're celebrating 501 Excellence. We have our very own Kalila Reynolds here that's going to be talking to us about the recent award that she won for journalism and just a little bit about what's been happening with her career. We've had her in several different lights, giving us budgeting advice, telling us about the stock market and all these different things. But it's good to be able to celebrate her and highlight the great things that she's doing for not only herself, but highlighting our country, because this journalistic story was actually on the Belize sugar industry. So great to have you, Kalila. Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. It's really great to be here as well. I wish I was there in person.
Right? It was so nice when we actually had you in person, but girl, you're beautiful in person or on camera. It's all good.
Oh.
So, Kalila, congratulations on your award. I mean, it's really big.
I am not hearing you.
Oh, you're not hearing?
I'm hearing Renata, but
I think Kevin's still stuffing his face from eating Johnny cake on the commercial break. So I'll speak on his behalf.
Okay,
He's just
go for
basically
it,
saying,
then.
congratulations on your award. Did you believe you're gonna win this? It was like a surprise for you. Like, what was the overall idea when you received? Because sometimes people even know that they're gonna win an award and they're like, oh my gosh, I won. Was it like that, or did you know about this?
We were nominated for 3 awards.
Yes.
So we were nominated in the category of business segment, which I've won that award 3 times already.
Ooh, you go, girl.
We were nominated for agriculture, best agriculture story, and we were also nominated for best TV documentary. So being nominated for 3, I thought we could win at least 1, and I thought that agriculture was the strongest possibility for us to actually win. I knew the TV documentary category was really, really difficult because there was some exceptional work produced by the Jamaican media here this year. So I didn't expect to win that one. I thought because I've won the business category before, I thought we had a chance there, but it's still also a very tough category because there were some very strong contenders. But I did think we had a very good chance at winning agriculture, and that is the one that we did walk away with, and I was super happy about that.
Awesome. Kalila, can you tell us a little bit about the award for agriculture specifically? So is it like, how long is the video? What is the criteria behind it? So people can know exactly the work that you put in.
Yeah.
Right, so it goes across, well, for the category itself, for the awards itself, it goes across media. So it can be electronic, it can be print, video, audio, whatever format. So all the other nominees in the category were actually coming from print. I think there was one other nominee in the television that was submitted a TV entry. And in the business category, all the nominees were definitely in print except for our entry. This is a feature that I worked on for about 2 years. It's December 2018 that I went to Belize to document the story of the Belizean sugar industry. At the invitation, I should mention, of BSI and William Neal. And so I went there, we shot all those videos, and documentary producing is really, really hard. It's very time consuming, and there were changes in my life and my career around the same time. I had a baby, and then I changed jobs, and then I started my own company, and so a lot was going on, and it just took a really long time for me to finish this work. And it wasn't until, funny enough, I caught COVID in September 2020, and I had to be isolated for 3 weeks. So I couldn't go to work, and then my family was all in a different house. So everybody was separate, and I was just all alone for 3 weeks with nothing to do. And I'm like, let me finish this documentary.
Imagine.
And I just sat there and I finished it, and we premiered it probably like a week later on my YouTube channel. And that's how that finally came about. And I should also mention here that another Belizean, Janelle Rodriguez, helped me to work on the script for it. So you may know her she used to work at the Belize press office, and she's now here in Jamaica, and she put in a lot of work on this. So big up to Janelle as well.
Yes.
That's really cool that 2 Belizeans working on a story about Belize won this award in Jamaica.
What I have to say to me is significant, right, is the fact that you're situated in Jamaica right now, but yet you decided to choose the story on Belize. So you had to do that groundwork, come to Belize and do all of that, work with another Belizean that is in Jamaica as well. So to me, and I have to just say, I commend you on it. It's just keeping that root there. You were born in Belize, although you're in Jamaica, so you decided to, let's highlight Belize as what it is. So I think that's just beautiful, and I just have to say thank you so much for that. I know Kevin was going into what is the content of this this video? Like, what's happening here?
Y'all should have watched it. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, or just search for Belize Sugar Story, or search for my name. So search Kalila Reynolds Belize, and you'll find it.
I love how she never want to give me no details. Like, she's like, you have to go watch it. You have to go
Yeah,
watch
watch
it.
it. Get those views up.
But no, most definitely. So everybody, she just said you can go on her YouTube page and you go search up the Belize sugar industry, and it's gonna be there. Be able to know and see what's happening with our Belizeans, and of course learn about the Belize sugar industry as well. So Kalila, you talked about winning 3 for the business sector already, 3 awards for the business sector. You just won this one for agriculture alongside with Miss Janelle. Tell me, what's next in the career? Like, what are you working on, or what do you plan to work on? I mean, it's 2022, you don't have COVID again, so honey, you have time. What you gonna be doing?
Total world domination.
I love it. Oh
I'm
my
actually
goodness.
sitting here in my studio. So the studio is fairly new. I've been building it out for several months now, and it's just about done. So I'm sitting here in my studio, and we're going to be doing a lot of work out of KRM studio. A lot of content coming up. I have the website that was launched in 2020. I have the masterclass that I launched in December, and we're just always working on new stuff.
Man, so a lot is coming
Yes.
out.
Kalila, congratulations. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can.
Awesome. I love it. That's why I've been mute this whole time. I'm like, I wonder if she will be able to hear you. But yeah, so congratulations once more on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kalila, I wanna ask you a question. So yesterday, one of our reporters experienced some sort of difficulty or challenges deliberating her coverage of the CARICOM event. We wanted to ask you, have you ever experienced such event when you were covering a story? Maybe it was hostile, you were pushed out, and how did you maneuver yourself in that situation?
I haven't personally, but I have colleagues who have. So I know colleagues who have faced very, very similar situations here in Jamaica and in Belize, where people have been forcibly removed or bullied or harassed, or people push the mic out of the way. And yeah, it's a challenging situation. Fortunately, here we have the Press Association of Jamaica, which I'm a member of, and that's the organization that gave the award as well. And I'm also an executive member of the PAJ, and we do speak up on behalf of journalists. In Belize, there's no similar organization or professional association that represents journalists. So the good thing is that here we have an organization that speaks out on behalf of journalists. So this organization would issue a statement condemning what happened, and beyond that, also try to foster a better relationship between whoever it is that committed the offense against the journalist, and try to establish protocols and see how can we work best together to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. So we liaise, we make sure that we have good relationships, and we try to address matters like these when they happen.
Wow.
Kalila.
Thank you for that feedback, Kalila. It's good to hear that such organization plays a key role in addressing, conflict, but also improving the relationship between media and whatever agency we're trying to report on. So it's very valuable, and I hope that the media houses in Belize are taking note of that. It's something that we can put in place so that we can move forward and have less.
We need these organizations, we need these bodies, because who's gonna fight for the journalists if we don't have them?
Yes.
Kalila,
Well, want to start it? You can start it.
That's true.
The
I love
one here is
how
an
we're in the media
organization
now,
by
too.
journalists that journalists have collaborated on to create.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys to do it.
Thank
Most
you for that.
definitely.
You can't
Yeah.
just sit down and wait for somebody else to do it.
Thank you
that's
for that.
true.
Yes.
Kalila, I want to ask on that same grounds that Kevin was talking about. For people that don't understand the need to go and get that story, the need for journalists to actually report on what's happening with big events. This is the 33rd intersessional meeting for CARICOM. This is something big. It's not just like any old little meeting or so forth. And so there's definitely a drive that should be able to report. So could you tell us from your career, your professional career when it comes to journalism, why it's so important to be able to have journalists go after stories in situations like this?
Right. You absolutely definitely want to be knowing what is coming out of a CARICOM meeting, whether it's heads of government or diplomatic events. The public needs to know, as people have said throughout the years, the journalism, media are the fourth estate. So you have the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature, and then the fourth would be the media. So we are the ones that provide the checks and balances. We inform the public. The public needs to know what is coming out of important events like this. So we need to be there to provide coverage and to have access. Access is very important. If you tell us to sit down over here but then we don't have access to anything or anybody, then what is the point of us even being there if we don't have access to the people that we need to talk to and be able to get the information to report to the public?
That is so true. And I know there were some people that said comments of, oh, they're going to put out a press release of what happened. And they're like, it's not so important to have a journalist go and get this story, but there is the truth of being able to have that raw information from that journalist, those interviews.
Press releases are very sanitized. You don't get enough often out of a press release. So when you have access to the people who are there making decisions firsthand, fresh when it just happened, there is absolutely a benefit to be had for that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for that input, Kalila, with that situation. And once more, congratulations to you and Janelle Rodriguez on your award for the Belize Sugar story. So congratulations once more. Thank you
for all those out there that have not seen this award-winning story. Make sure you go check out her YouTube page. It's the Belize Sugar Industry, the Belize Sugar Story. You're going to be able to see why that won an award. Go and support our Belizean 501 Excellence. It was a collaboration between two Belizeans that are situated in Jamaica. And just to think, the root you could ban and raise, you can't take it. Can you share again your media platforms for us, Kalila, so people can know exactly where to go and find you?
Right. So you can find me all over social media, starting with my website, KalilaReynolds.com. And you can find the story there as well. Go to KalilaReynolds.com and search for sugar. It will pop right up. Or you could go to youtube.com/KalilaRay and search for Belize Sugar. It will pop right up again. And then on Instagram, I'm at Kalila Ray, Twitter at Kalila Ray, and on Facebook at Kalila Reynolds Media.
Thank you so much. And always for making time for us, Kalila. We truly appreciate your input every time we have a conversation. It's very fruitful. And we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.